American rock legend Tom Petty was a defender of the genre's original spirit. Once upon a time, his unwavering convictions and professional demeanor caused the whole music industry to be cautious. Even if it cost him millions of dollars, he would decline any kind of marketing gimmick because he hated glamour. That being said, he was as merciless on individuals who reduced the guitar to a meaningless technical display. Many people who claimed to be legendary were, in Petty's view, nothing more than performers. He found the next 6 names particularly repulsive and deemed them a disgrace to rock and roll, with the third-ranked name in particular. First and foremost, Eddie Van Halen. The most surprising finding might be at the top of the list. Tom Petty's hatred for Eddie Van Halen was obvious. He didn't think Eddie was merely mistaken. The very concept of music as a philosophical discipline had been violated by him. Next, we travel across time to uncover the startling beginning of the feud between the two legendary figures. It all began in late 1978, when Tom sat next to Mike Campbell in the Heartbreakers rehearsal room and listened to a few searing tapping notes from Van Halen's debut album. Tom muttered an inquiry in a distant tone while winced slightly. Over 1,000 notes per minute are within his ken. Can he, however, play a significant one? There was an abrupt hush. In Petty's perspective, Eddie appeared to become a symbol of disdain from that point on. Technique has supplanted artistry, and showy abilities have eclipsed feeling. Members of the tour recalled that whenever Tom and Van Halen performed together at a festival in the early 1980s, Tom would ask to be moved from the backstage area if Van Halen was performing nearby. Once, he went so far as to disconnect the monitor speaker so he could avoid Eddie's amplified voice. The idea of all that technique, he told Stan Lynch, was that there wasn't a single song that dealt with anything real. A scathing condemnation of Eddie's whole approach. As Van Halen became a household name throughout the world, Tom could feel the simmering animosity intensifying. As an example of Eddie's amiable personality, he once approached Tom at a radio event and inquired, "Hey man, what pickups are on that Rickenbacker?" It was seen as provocative by Petty, though. Rather than composing impressive guitar solos, my focus is on penning songs that resonate with listeners. He was unconcerned with being courteous. The words he chose were icy slices of contempt. The Heartbreakers keyboardist Benmont Tench spilled the beans on a caution that Petty would utter whenever someone attempted to play a showy solo. "You can't let this go. You are already missing the point if your goal is to demonstrate." Petty viewed Eddie as the prototypical bad guy, not because he was untalented, but because he personified all the things Petty despised. Petty allegedly informed Jimmy Iovine, the producer, that they were planning to use the guitar as a magic act in a talent show. The next thing you know, young people will equate sensation with speed. Although that concept was unyielding, it was severe. While Eddie refrained from retaliating violently, he also chose not to remain silent. When asked about getting